welcome back. So let's move on to the rotation control. So if we type in look up, oops, and we can do just actually because we're a controller, we should have that add doing up, so pitch input, okay, and the value just goes there, okay. And the same thing for the look right. Oops, not that one actually. The event. And this guy will cause the yaw input. So, and that goes connected to the axis value too. So we have those two inputs, and we can grab them all and hit the C button. We can say basic control, just to comment this guy. Alright. If we go ahead and play the game though, you can yaw it, but you cannot really look up or down. Okay. It's because in the camera control, in the character control here, the character base is only inheriting the controller yaw. Okay, use controller rotation yaw means we're using the desired rotation from what the controller wanted to go, right? And this is what the controller wants to go. And the character may choose to either follow it or not. Okay. If you were try to turn on the pitch, you can now make the pitch happening, right? But that's not very good because it's basically rotating the character itself. Okay, so that's not a good example. We're going to turn that off. Instead, what you want to do is here in the camera boom, right? You can use pound to control the camera only. Okay, that way when you play the game, you can see you're only rotating the camera. Okay, one more thing I want to fix is that my axes are flipped, and that's a easy fix. Just go to project settings and go down to the inputs and axis mapping. Here looking up and down, I need to change that to -1 instead. Go ahead and play. Now we're good. Okay. So normally this will be one of the setup we go for the controls, but we can just go a little bit deeper. Like what I want to happen is when we are moving around, I want the camera somehow to control where the character is facing, like this. When I'm standing still, I want the character to stand still, and when I rotate my camera, I don't want the character to rotate itself too. Right? That doesn't look really nice. So in order to do that, I have to set up some clever control here. Underneath the BP character base, I'm going to say I don't want it to be controlled at all. If I do that, go ahead and play. I got what I want when the character is standing still, but you know it's not doing what I really need when I'm moving it. Right? The character is facing forward no matter what I do. Okay, but there is a little trick here in the movement components. If you scroll down in the movements, you can see. Let's just search for control, and we can say use controller desired. Actually not there. I think it's orange. It's different. It's yeah, it's orange rotation to movement, so that's gonna make the rotation to face to the direction of the movement. Okay, and that is underneath the character movement rotation settings, which is gonna be here. Okay, anyway, so now if you go ahead and play, you can see when we're standing still, we can look around the character, right, to check out the front, and when we're moving, we can see that the character is now facing towards the direction where we want it to go, right? But if you rotate too fast, you can see it's having trouble catching up, right? The reason for that is because here underneath the character movement, you can see there is a rotation rate, right? That's how fast it can move. You can just make that maybe bigger, like 720, so twice as fast. That way it can catch up much faster. Okay, all right, cool. So this is gonna be the setup for our rotation control. As you can see, it's a little bit complicated, but it's nothing close to a lot. So we are going to be happy with this now, and moving on to the next, we're actually going to set up maybe the animation blueprint so we can really see the player character do something when we move. Okay, so see you next time.